The Emerald Witch, possibly one of the most mysterious characters in all of the Chronicles of Narnia. So as we know, in the Silver Chair, the Emerald Witch, or Lady of the Green Kirtle, the Witch Queen, Queen of Underworld, whatever the heck you want to call her, we know she killed Queen Liliandel and captured Prince Rilian. This was her start to the invasion of Narnia, and this begs the question, who is the Emerald Witch, and where did she come from? First of all, I'd like to start by saying that we have seen the Emerald Witch before in previous books. She has been in Narnia for a very, very long time. The Silver Chair takes place around the Narnian year 2345. Lion Witch in the Wardrobe took place around 1000, and the Emerald Witch, I can almost guarantee you, was in Narnia before then. How might you ask? So let's take a look at the Emerald Witch. What kingdom did she rule? Underworld. In the context of Narnia, or any sort of fantasy for that matter, who do you generally think of when you think of a world that is literally underground? Well, I don't know about you, but I generally think of dwarves. And who in the Chronicles of Narnia has a close connection with dwarves? The Emerald Witch could shapeshift into a snake, but that doesn't mean she couldn't shapeshift into other things as well. Who else shapeshifted? The Emerald Witch used fire along with her magic. Who else used fire with their magic? Now, with all these questions in mind, I can only think of two characters who did all this, and those are none other than the White Witch and the hag from Prince Caspian. The White Witch had a dwarf as her personal aide and slave. The White Witch shapeshifted herself and her dwarf into a large rock and a stump, respectively, to hide from the Narnians that came to rescue Edmund. And the hag used fire along with her magic in Prince Caspian. Plus, the Emerald Witch and the White Witch used the same tactics in order to foul up Narnian plans, and that was to get on the inside, the White Witch using Edmund as a stooge, and the Emerald Witch using Rilian. Now, this may all be well and good, but you might be wondering, what's the deal with the hag? Well, I have reason to believe that the hag is another form of the White Witch.
What you hate, so will we. No one hates better than us.
And how do I come to this conclusion, you ask? Well, let's think about it. Who does the hag have with her? A werewolf, or more importantly, a wolf in general. And who was the White Witch's captain? Morgrim, who was a wolf. And in the Prince Caspian novel, it states, "We don't seem to have any enemies left," said Peter. "There's the hag, dead." He turned his eyes quickly away from her. Peter didn't want to make eye contact with her because he possibly knew that that was the White Witch, just in another form. Now, I'm sure C.S. Lewis just wrote that in because he wanted to emphasize how evil the hag was, but come on, where's the fun in that? Now, we could definitely argue that the Emerald Witch is the White Witch's sister, which I think is an interesting story and definitely quite plausible. However, there is one major problem, and that is the fact that the White Witch's sister is still frozen in charm. Remember that Diggory and Polly only released Jadis, or the White Witch. It's one thing not to be able to actually kill a witch, but it's another thing entirely to have one witch, or a fairy, as we discussed in an earlier video, check it out up top, it's really cool, to turn another into stone. So what do you guys think of this? I'd love to hear your feedback, and if you have any questions or suggestions on what you want to see in the future, please make sure to put them in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and make sure to hit that like button, as it really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, please make sure to subscribe and join us next time as we look into how the White Witch got her wand. Until next time, my fellow Narnians, this is Narnia Lore.